Welcome to the Fallen State. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Help us fight censorship by hitting the thumbs up button, and then don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Okay. You can ring my bell. Ring the bell, right? I have with me today Pastor Kurt D. Thomas. He's a senior pastor of the Renewed Church of Los Angeles. Am I right?
That is
Renewed Church of Los Angeles. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me.
I absolutely appreciate it.
Thank you.
And so, were you called to be a pastor, or did you go to school for it?
Well, at the age of 9, I felt the presence of God over me. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, so I went through that entire Pentecostal experience. And it wasn't until I matriculated through college that I decided to get a bachelor's degree in theology, or to study theology while I was at Stillman College.
Oh, I see. So God didn't call you. You decided to go to school for it.
No. I believe that I was called by God to do what I do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
And why do you believe that?
Why do I believe that I was called? I know that I'm called to do what I do because because I have a passion and I have a desire to see people elevated from where they are to where they need to be.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And when you say where they are, do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Explain what you mean by that.
Fallen. You're a pastor. You should know.
Yeah, but
God.
Explain what do you mean?
He
by
said, "You a pastor?
state?
You should know."
Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state? You know what fallen means, right?
A fallen state means that they've fallen from the grace of God. Is that what you're? Okay.
Right.
So I believe that that humans have fallen from a fallen state, but with the whole deal with reconciliation, I think that God reconciles us back to Himself.
So you do agree then that human beings have fallen away from God, right?
That humans have fallen away from God according to Adam and all that, yes.
And then at some point, those who seek Him will come back.
Those who seek Him are that He's called back to them, yes, then they will.
Is it possible to overcome that fallen state?
It is possible to overcome that fallen state if we accept Christ back into our hearts.
Right. How does one know when they're in a fallen state?
Well, a person will know that they're in a fallen state when they don't live a life that's acceptable. I believe that's really acceptable to themselves. So like a person that is a drug addict, or a person that is drinks too much liquor, a person that maybe possibly not living their best life, or doing what they're called to do. I think that those people are the people that find themselves in a fallen state.
So when they're not living their life according to God, then they're in a fallen state?
If you're not living a life that is according to the principles of God, yes.
Then you're in a fallen state.
You're in a fallen state.
So if I read, and I don't know if it's true or not, I like to ask the person before I mention, know if it's true or not. Are you a homosexual?
I am a same gender loving man.
So does that mean you're a homosexual?
It means that I'm a same gender loving man.
But just from, I'm black and slow.
Okay.
And just for the record,
God.
does that mean you're a homosexual?
I could be considered a homosexual.
Are you considered? I don't want to think of you if you're not.
I'm a homosexual.
This man
You're
said I'm
homosexual?
black and slow.
And
What
so
the
you're
world?
a homosexual pastor?
I am a homosexual pastor, yes.
How long have you been a homosexual pastor?
I've been a pastor for 8 years, senior pastor, and then before that, prior to that, I was a youth pastor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why do you think that God would call a person, a homosexual, to be a pastor but not change him?
So I don't think that God majors where we minor. And so I think that what happens is I think that we put limitations on God that God doesn't have. For example, we could, if you go to seminary or something like that, you find out that there's a thought process that God could possibly be a woman, or that God could be this, or that God could be that God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
You believe that he can be a woman?
I believe that God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
So could he be a homosexual too if you needed him to be one?
Oh my God!
Honestly, I don't
Why
think
you
that
asking
God.
them questions, bro? That's
God, the Bible
crazy.
says that God is neither male nor female.
Right. So how can he be a woman then if he's not a female?
Well, I'm saying that. So there's a book that's by who's the book by? There's a book that is written. It's called what is it called?
Well, that's all right by the title. What about the book?
But in the book, the principles of the book talk about God swaying himself to this, and it's called The Shack by W.M. Paul Young. And so if you read that book, then you find out that God basically finds himself congruent to whatever state of mind a person is in. And so at one state, God is a Jewish carpenter. At one state, God shows himself as a big black woman in the kitchen cooking.
Big black woman?
A black woman in the kitchen cooking. And
So you think God could be a big black woman?
I think that God can be whatever it is that you need God to be at that moment.
Do you think that God could be a homosexual too?
I don't.
Bro, what
If God
the
needs to be a
world?
homosexual, I think that he was, but I don't liken him to that. I don't liken the word. I don't liken God to be, to be an isolated gender.
So you believe that God could be a woman, a big black woman,
God
a
could
homosexual?
God could be whatever you need God to be.
And so does that person make God what they want him to be in their mind so they can accept being wrong? Or does God switch genders and all that kind of stuff?
I don't think that God, that we create God to be whatever we want God to be in our minds. I think that it's based on experiences. The experiences of that person allows God to transform himself in whatever it is that person needs to be. For an example, if you've ever gone to Africa, or if you've ever gone to a part of the world where there's no westernized religions, where people they don't have an isolated form of who Jesus is or what he looks like, opposed to what you were talking about earlier.
Right.
We don't know what he looks like, and so since that, God becomes whatever it is that person's experience.
But those countries that don't believe in God, they are S-hole countries, and they're all trying to come here now and bring their S-hole attitudes.
Their S-hole? What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
What is S-hole country? It's an S-H-I-T hole.
Oh, you're saying that they're S-hole countries.
Right, because those people don't believe
he
in
didn't
God.
want to say the full thing.
I wouldn't say that
what
they
he was
don't
saying
believe
too.
in God. I would say
They don't believe in the real God. They have their own made-up God based on their imagination, right?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that we experience God on the level that we know God. So if you have somebody that is an Indian and they've never had anyone explain to them the ideology of God that is created here in Western culture, then I think that
What
that
is
person,
Western culture?
Western culture is where we are now. It's what we operate in a canonized version of the Bible, in which we accept as the authentic truth of who.
But Western culture is the best culture, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Then why everybody trying to come here? If we're not the best, if Western culture is not the best culture, why everybody trying to come to what's not the best culture?
Is everybody trying to come here?
Everybody and their mama. Have you known that we can't even keep the illegals out?
I wouldn't say that
Illegals are
everybody's
breaking.
trying to come here,
Yeah,
but
they
I would
are.
say that there are people that are trying
From all over the world.
to come here from all over the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if we are not the best country, why are they trying to come here? Why don't they go to the best country?
We can consider ourselves to be the best country,
But we
and
are
maybe,
the best.
and maybe
And that's because of Western culture.
Well, I wouldn't use the word best, maybe. I would use the word, we're probably a country where people are allowed to be free and be themselves.
So we're the best.
If you say best, then I'll go with that.
So I want to go back. You say God is a black woman.
I didn't say God was a black woman.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I'm sitting here listening because I didn't want to pause it. I didn't want to pause for myself. Let me just listen and see. But like throughout this conversation, it seems to me like Jesse Lee Peterson is just trolling him. Like I don't. It's like they were starting off having a good conversation, and all of a sudden, then it's like, it's like, can you take Jesse serious? Can you take this man serious? Because if we all know, Jesse say a lot of crazy stuff, man, and he have a lot of people that don't like him. He got some people that do like him, But I feel this point it seems like he just kind of trolling them. But we're gonna listen to some more and see what else Jesse have to say to him. And let's go, because y'all was telling me that the pastor got mad and stormed off the set for something Jesse did. So I was like, okay, I got to check this video out and see what happened. But let's go.
Use the book as an analogy
That God was a black woman.
To show us that God could be whatever it is that we need God to be.
Amazing. Do you believe that book?
I believe that God could be whatever it is that we want God to be.
Really?
Yes.
And so you've been a homosexual all your life, you said earlier, right?
At the age of 9, I knew that I liked the same sex. Yes.
How did you become that way?
I didn't become that way. I knew that was my innate nature to like men.
And so how did your nature go from a natural nature of being a man or male to an unnatural nature of becoming a woman? How did that happen?
Becoming a woman?
You said the unnatural nature of me becoming a woman?
Yeah, how, you were born a natural male, right?
You're born a natural male.
Right, you were, right?
I am a male currently sitting here in front of you.
But how did you go from being a natural male to an unnatural woman?
Oh, what the
Who's
world?
an unnatural woman?
But isn't homosexuality is like being a female feeling?
Oh my, bro, come on, man. You go to a male, from a male to an unnatural woman. This man, like, that's why I said it before. I said, Jesse got to be trolling, bro. Come on. Just because the man say he's homosexual don't mean he's trying to be a woman or he want to persuade himself as a woman. Oh my, that's why I said that at first. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. But let's keep it going.
No.
What is it?
No.
What is it exactly?
Being gay is, or being gay, being a homosexual, whatever term like that a person wants to use to identify themselves. It's an innate state of being. It means that this is who that person is. If I'm not a woman, I'm a man sitting here in front of you having a conversation. I have a penis, just like you have.
Well,
a
you
penis.
do have the male parts, but now they're cutting that off too. Did you hear about that?
Oh my, bro, you got to be freaking kidding me. Bro, did it? Ain't no way. Yeah, he 100% trolling now. This pastor said, I have a male part just like you have a male part. But he said, yeah, but now they cutting that off. And like, what? So it's basically like look how this man looking at him. This pastor is getting pissed. I can see it in his eyes. He's getting pissed. Oh, bro. Jesse? Dude.
I'm a man sitting here in front of you having a conversation. I have a penis, just like you have.
Well, you do have the male parts, but now they're cutting that off too.
Oh
Did you hear
my
about that?
God.
We'll get to that. But do you feel inwardly? Do you feel like a male or you feel like a female?
What?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
No, but what do you feel
I
like?
I feel like a male.
Inside?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but inside, do you feel like a man or you feel like a woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you. So that answers your question, right?
I know.
I don't feel like anything because I am a male.
You don't feel like neither male nor woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but what makes you think you're homosexual then? If there's not a feeling on the inside, why do you think you're
homosexuality is not a feeling, it's a state of being.
Here's the thing, it's like Jesse's controlling his own narrative. It's like, okay, he said, okay, you're a male on the outside, but do you feel like a female on the inside? He said, the pastor said, no, I feel like I'm a male. I'm a man. And then Jesse will come right back at him again. Oh, yeah, but I understand it. But do you feel like a female in the inside? It's like, what? He just answered it. Oh, my God. Bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no freaking way.
It's who the person innately is. It has nothing to do with creating a feeling that you're talking about. It's an innate it's the innate nature of who that person is. I innately am who I am. Me being gay or homosexual has nothing to do for me with being a man. It has everything to do with my preference and who I choose to sleep with.
What does the word innately mean? What does that mean? I'm black and slow. I don't know what that means.
He keeps saying he black and slow,
the word
bro.
innate means that I'm not changing or I'm not becoming something else. I am who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced your, is he your husband or your wife? Is that your husband? He gonna be your husband or your wife?
Oh my God, bro. I know he just did not say that. Oh my God. I know good well Jesse did not just ask this man, is his boyfriend his husband or his wife? Oh, no, he said, is your boyfriend gonna be your husband or your wife or something like that? Either way it go, bro, that is totally disrespectful, man. Jesse knows that. That's the reason why I said before, and I'm gonna keep saying it every time I stop the video. This man is a troll. Not saying he trolling every video he do, but he's definitely trolling this man in this video. Like, the man will answer his question. Jesse will come right back with the same answer because you didn't get Jesse the answer that he wanted to hear. So he gonna ask you that again to see if he can get a different answer from you. But there's no way he just asked that man that, bro. Oh my God. Oh.
Your wife, is that your husband?
Changing or I'm not becoming something else. I am who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced your, is he your husband or your wife?
Oh.
Is that your husband? He gonna be your husband or your wife?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna end this interview.
Why?
Yeah, because we're ending this right now.
Why you want to end?
We're ending it.
Well,
Take
wait,
this
come
off.
back.
Take this off. When you want to have a real conversation,
I'm
call
having-
me.
I'm-
No, you're bullshitting me,
Come
and
back.
I'm not gonna be a part of that. Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me.
But why are you running?
Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me.
I knew that was
Please
gonna
take it
happen.
off of me.
Really,
Because
come take it
you're
off.
disrespecting me.
But no, I'm
So-
asking you really.
Please take it off.
Am
or
I
I'm gonna
asking
take
him
it
real
with
serious
me.
question?
No, I'm saying, just let them take their recording. They're trying to get a reaction.
It's okay.
Be quiet.
No, that's not what
Okay,
we're doing.
so
Just take it off.
yeah.
But tell me why
is
you're
it
running.
down?
I'm not running, sir, but when you want to have a real conversation, you have my information. You can
But you
call
said
me.
that you were gonna.
When you want to have a real conversation,
When you said
When
that
you
gonna
wanna
marry
have a
this-
real conversation,
You said
you
you gonna
can call
marry
me.
this guy.
when you want to have, he's a guy. You're calling him a female. You're being disrespectful.
I asked if you gonna call him husband or wife. Come
He
back.
gonna say it again, bro.
Do you want to be interviewed? No. Amazing.
Oh my
Well,
God.
they gone.
Oh, bro, that is crazy.
Oh, amazing. They gone. They walked away. So the deal is that was Pastor Kurt D. Thomas. And Kurt D. Thomas is a senior pastor of the Renewed Church of Los Angeles. And he is a admitted homosexual pastor. And what he does is he works with men. They host a monthly men's group, they say. So I wanted to know about all that, but just before we started the show, he introduced this other male, a black male, that he said that they're going to get married soon. And I know that these people are doing that, and they're calling it marriage. So I want to just kind of lay out that first. I had no idea that he was going to run, because if they are proud of being what they are, and they say that it's normal, you would think that they would want to talk about it. but apparently not. And so I don't know what's gonna happen, but he's gone. There's no use in praying for him anymore. He's gone. I wanted to ask him about the Great White Hope, Donald Trump. I wanted to ask, how does this work? If we are in a fallen state, we should overcome.
Wow, bro, that right there is crazy. That is crazy. He said, ain't no use of praying for him because he gone. Just because somebody gone don't mean you can't pray for him. Yo, that right there was crazy. Yeah, Jesse knew for a fact like that was gonna piss that man off. You know, there was just some of them questions were disrespectful though. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. And Jesse knows it. He knows it. But like I said, maybe Jesse just like the trolls a lot. But I know some videos I watching him, he do the same thing. I guess it's just who Jesse is. But y'all can let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about it. Obviously, y'all got my statement about it and what I thought about it. But we have made it to the end. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.